Alright, today is February 1st, 2020. I'm at Dry Creek in Montevallo. I'm going to give you a preview of the SECCA Round 1 course for the race that's a week from today on February 8th, 2020. When you're coming in, just follow the address on the Facebook event. Look up the Facebook event for SECCA Round 1 Dry Creek and get the address from there, and I'll put it on the screen here just in case you're not on Facebook or whatever. You're going to make basically your last turn by this Dollar General, and you're going to turn onto this road right here by Dollar General. And that's the Dollar General building right there. The front's on the other side. So you're going to be looking for the orange and black race arrows like you're used to seeing. And you're going to come down this road. There'll be some arrows here. So it's going to direct you down this dirt road. This road is really smooth. You shouldn't have any problems in cars or anything. Cars, SUVs, probably not Corvettes or Ferraris, but anything else should be good. You're gonna stay to the right here. See this big pile of rocks and some equipment. You're gonna stay to the right again. There'll be some arrows. You may have to look kind of hard for them, but the arrows will point you this way. And this is going to take you down to the area where the parking and everything is for the event. Now I'm going to do 2 different laps on the course for this purposes of the video. I'm going to do one where I do some narrating, and I'm going to do another one where I don't talk at all. Some people want to hear what you think and some people don't, so that's perfectly okay. If you want to watch it without hearing my chatter, then you can watch it at the time showing on the screen. I'll put that on the screen, the time you can jump to see the lap without my commentary. So this is going to be the parking area. Starts are going to be right over here. All of this this green field area is going to be where everybody's parking. The first race of the year is always typically the most crowded, and this place has plenty of parking. Lots of good areas to park, and has a lot of good areas to spectate and watch the race. I'm going to give you a preview of the SECCA Round 1 course for the race that's a week from today on February 8th, 2020. So let's get going. So it starts in the same area as it was last year. When we get here, we're going left across the creek instead of going right. There's a lot of new stuff in this course. This is really just an awesome course. It's one of the better courses that I've ridden, and it's a lot different than the course we had here back in the summer of last year. We got some tight single track stuff like this, but the biggest difference, we had some tight single track last year too, but the biggest difference is the dirt is near perfect. There's Ty Higginbotham doing some trail work there. And I think based on the weather forecast, I think that things are gonna be as good or better a week from today. Just the conditions are just really good for considering it's February. Got it kind of in the long range forecast, kind of some mild conditions. So, and the forecast for next Saturday is really good if it holds up. It's going to be a really fun course for everybody. So I'm a sea rider. I'm not, I don't have blazing speed or anything. My goal here is just to kind of give you guys a look at the course. Show you how good it is. There's still a lot of work going on the course, and there's going to be a lot of ribbon and stuff. Right now there's just got arrows up in a lot of places. Got some good open areas like this. Open area right here. Some elevation change. Super fast section right here. A lot of fun. A little jump there if you want to hit it. Y'all may remember this pine section from last summer. It was way too dry back then, but it's perfect now. Matt Brasher and his guys have done a really good job of getting this course ready. It's going to be a really good one for the season opener, and I can't really think of a much better course for a season opener. Cornerstone is awesome, and that's normally where the season opener is, but sometimes that course can be a little too technical for some of the guys that are kind of new to it, and the first race of the year kind of attracts a lot of new folks, so this course is going to be really good for everybody. The fast guys are going to love it because they're going to be able to open it up. And if you're new to racing, there's really nothing to be worried about. There's not really anything so technical that you won't be able to get through it, so I think it's going to be a really good first round. Y'all be careful in these in this pine section. Some of these turns are like 90 degrees, like that one. Some of them are full 180, so be careful when you're coming up on a turn. You can't really see some of them. This stuff's gonna burn up just perfect for the race. Like second lap on, it's gonna be burned up just right. Back into some tight woods racing here. A lot of lines, even in the tight stuff. There's a lot. They've cut a lot of lines to open it up, make a lot of passing lanes. Really shouldn't have many areas where you get stuck behind the slower rider. There's a lot of areas to pass. all of this stuff is only going to get faster as it gets kind of worn in. Over the first few laps, it's a lot of it's new trail, newly cleared. A lot of new lines are going to open up. Staying smooth and picking the right lines is going to be critical in this section. Now coming the opposite way out of this area, you may recognize it. If you're in last year's race, we went in that way. And a lot of the stuff we are running opposite from the 2019 race. They reversed a lot of the trails that they're reusing, but they've created a lot of new trails too. Ooh, that turn sneaks up on you. Now the grass track, we're about to get in some of the grass track, and the grass track here is really nice. It's because it has some elevation change, you know. It's not just flat fields. Kind of uphill, downhill, a little off camber. A lot of good spectator areas right here. They always put a jump in, and they've got a really good double right here. This is my kind of jump right here. I love it. That's about as big a jump as I want to hit, and it's just perfect for a hair scramble in my opinion. But I did talk to the guys setting up the course, and they're going to fill it in, make it a tabletop, or make a go around. For guys that don't like jumping at all, there'll be a go around, or it'll be a tabletop and you can just roll it. You got a lot of areas like that where you can just kind of open it up. Those uphill open areas, I love those things, man. You can just kind of crack the throttle open and it's awesome. Follow that with some tight single track like this. What more could you ask for? There's a good hot line to the left right there. I missed it. Now, C&D guys. If y'all raced last year, you remember we came up the creek bed right there. It was dry. We came up and went this way. Well, this course takes that left right here, and if there's a bottleneck area in this entire course, this is it. So what you need to do is, if you're a C or D guy, resist the urge to stop and look at this. Just hit it. It's a little kind of straight uphill. I know it doesn't show up on GoPro. GoPro really doesn't show elevation like that or climbs, but there's a little embankment right there that's a pretty steep little climb, but it doesn't take much momentum just to hop right up it. So when you get to right here and you see that creek, make a left and just crack the throttle and you'll pop right up it. It won't be any problem, and we won't have any bottlenecks here. If you don't want to crack up it, go around this way. It's less of a climb if you go to the right. It's a little farther around. The quickest path is straight up the main line right there, but if you want a little bit more leisurely way up, you can go to the right, curve back around and go up. And that's my spiel about this little spot. So y'all don't make a big giant mess right here. Just when you see the creek, make a left, get you a little momentum and hit it. We came the other way through this last year. Y'all might remember. Tight spot, but there's a lot of lines, a lot of different lines. Now we're back to where we started. You'll link in here right where the start was, jump across this creek, and you're in the second lap. So it's going to be a great event. The course is excellent. The dirt conditions are near perfect, and that should not change between now and next Saturday. So you got no excuse. Come on out. SECCA Round 1 at Dry Creek in Montevallo. Thanks for watching. Yeah.